Hello all, this is Saket, and here in this tutorial we will discussing translation around the axes X, Y and Z. Here we have a class translation, inheriting base application, constructor destructor, and few virtual functions that we had discussed before. The new one is frame rendering queued. We will discuss it. Point light, directional light, spotlight, set camera, create plane. Set skybox is a function that I'm using it for environment mapping. We will discuss it in our next tutorials. After translation and then rotation, we will discuss environment mapping in the third tutorial from now. Okay. After that, we had discussed all Ogre lights, entity and scene node. Here and taken entity and scene node for plane, creating plane. Okay, fine. Here these variables are for creating point light. Boolean variables are for creating point light. These Boolean variables are for switching the translation in respect of axes X, Y and Z, and these float variables to control the speed of plane. Same in respect of X, Y and Z axes. Fine. Now here comes our CPP file, and here we have constructor, destructor, point light, directional light and spotlight. Okay, set camera, create plane. Now create scene. What we are doing here is setting ambient light, then calling set camera. Second is setting our environment with concern images. So this function, okay, let's see what the function is doing. Okay, this function has just one statement, and we will discuss it with all detail in our coming tutorials. Okay, and then creating plane. Okay, fine. Frame rendering queue. Frame rendering queue is basically application level pipeline function which is called whenever a frame comes in rendering queue. Okay, yeah, we will discuss it. Then comes a keep this event that we are discussing, and discussed it in my previous tutorial with this parameter, and again I'm going to discuss this parameter as whenever you will press any key from keyboard, the value regarding that will occurs here, and this switch case is to segregate that value with respect to different events and code snippet. So P is for creating point light, D is for directional light, and S is for spotlight. Whenever you press X, our plane node sets its orientation with the orientation of camera. It rotates in Y axis with the radian value of this, and again sets its position in origin. The rotation part we will discuss in my next tutorial, and for now let it be. And after that, this if else structure for enabling and disabling the selected axis. Okay, if here I am reinitializing my speed to 0 as it comes false, then the speed becomes 0. Fine. Same with Y and Z. Good. Then as this becomes true, it will go to my frame rendering queued function, and whenever it becomes true, this will be executed. Same with Y and Z. Fine for now. Let's run it.